Hey, about the long weekend next week, Ethan and I are going on a trip to the beach. It's already all planned out, so I'm really sorry. But can I ask you to handle things around the house while I'm gone?
Huh? Hold on a second. This is literally the first I'm hearing about it. That's way too last minute. And your brother again? You're always off doing stuff with him.
Well, he hit me up out of nowhere and asked if I was free that weekend. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. He's always been the kind of guy that's hard to say no to.
So what? You expect me to take care of everything at home by myself? You know I'm scheduled to work too, right? It's not like I'm off.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. But I figured if you were just at home, it wouldn't be that much. Like laundry and meals, same as always, right?
Same as always, you say? Do you have any idea how much I already do while working full-time? And now you're just going to run off for a beach getaway with your brother? Unbelievable.
Hey, don't get so worked up. It's not like I'm trying to run away or anything. I just thought it'd be nice to have a real chat with Ethan for once. Some guy time, you know?
So you're just ignoring how I feel now? You're saying guy time with your brother matters more than your own family?
Come on, don't put it like that. Of course my family comes first. It's just Ethan already booked the hotel and everything. I'd feel bad canceling on him now.
Wait, hold on. You seriously planned a whole trip without even talking to me first? That's totally not okay.
Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, you're right. I should have said something sooner. I really am sorry. But well, there's one more thing I gotta ask.
I already know this is going to be bad. What is it this time?
Look, I'll be honest. The trip ended up costing more than I expected. Since it was also last minute, I didn't have time to save up. I know it's a lot to ask, but could you help me out just a little? This month's been rough. So many random expenses all at once. So I hate to ask, but could you spot me like $300? Just for now. I'll pay you back ASAP.
Wait, what? Are you serious right now? You're actually asking me to pay for your little getaway? I can't believe how shameless you are.
No, it's not like that. I'm just asking to borrow it. I swear, I'll pay you back with my next paycheck. Ethan's really looking forward to this trip too.
Oh, so your brother's excited and that's supposed to make me fork over the money? Wow. You seriously only think about yourself, don't you? I've had enough.
No, that's not it at all. It's just bad timing this once, I swear. Normally, I'd handle it myself. Please don't be so mad.
Then don't go. I'm already juggling our monthly expenses. I don't need your reckless decisions making things even harder for me.
You don't have to be so uptight about money. I just wanted to treat myself a little. Take a break and reset. Everyone deserves that once in a while, right?
You're seriously saying that to me? You don't get it at all, do you? Your little treat just means more stress for me. This is unbelievable.
Lately, it feels like you've gotten really cold. You used to be a lot kinder than this.
Maybe it's because you've been acting selfish for way too long. A husband who doesn't take responsibility? I'm done with that. Hey, Daniel?
What is it?
Before the place gets too loud with people, there's something I need to check with you.
Check what?
Or actually, there's something I really need to ask. Daniel, do you have a minute?
What now, Melanie? I'm seriously swamped right now. Ethan's wedding reception's about to start, and I'm running around trying to get everything ready. You know that. And you're texting me on WhatsApp right now? Really? Could you be any more chill about this?
There's no seat for me. I checked everywhere, but there's nothing set up for me at the venue. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on?
Huh? What do you mean?
You went to the bathroom and I headed into the reception hall first. But no matter how hard I looked, I couldn't find my seat. Just to be sure, I even asked the staff nearby, and they said my name wasn't on the list. Hey, could this be some kind of mistake? Can you check for me?
Wait, if I remember right, weren't you supposed to head straight home without attending the reception today?
What? That's the first I'm hearing of it. What's that supposed to mean?
You're not considered family, just so you know.
Excuse me?
Since you haven't really built a good relationship with the family, Ethan said something like, "We can't consider her part of the family yet." So yeah, he kind of didn't want someone he's not close to showing up at the reception. But then again, if the groom's brother's wife doesn't show up at all, it looks bad on the family, right? So the plan was to have you show up for the ceremony just for appearance's sake, and then make it look like you missed the reception because you had to work unexpectedly. That's how they decided to handle it. That's what I was told anyway.
This is literally the first time I'm hearing any of that. No one ever told me a thing.
Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn Ethan said he'd explain it to you himself. Maybe he just forgot to mention it. Yeah, my bad about that.
All I ever did was say a quick hello to your brother when we briefly crossed paths during the holidays. Since then, we haven't talked at all, and I never had a reason to reach out.
Ah, that explains it. Maybe Ethan didn't even really remember who you were. Either way, the plan's already been set. There's no point arguing about it now. Before the other guests start wondering what's going on, can you quietly leave the venue? Please, don't draw attention. I'm heading to the family waiting room now, but don't even think about coming. I don't want anyone to feel awkward.
Huh? Seriously? You're treating me like I'm invisible? But what about the bride's family and the other guests? Isn't it weird that someone who was clearly invited just vanishes?
Like I said, today's not about you. It's Ethan's big day. If this is how he wanted it, no one's going to change his mind. And to be blunt, someone like you doesn't make the slightest difference to the reception. You're less than a side character. So, just don't cause any drama. Go home quietly, okay?
But don't you think this is too much? You really expect me to just accept this?
Geez, you're so annoying. If that's how you feel, then fine. Let's just get divorced. Is that what you want?
Excuse me? Are you serious right now? That's not even something you can joke about.
Just get lost. Don't make a scene now.
Fine, I'm leaving. Doesn't seem like there's any reason to stay. Whatever happens next, don't say I didn't warn you. Hope you're ready. Whatever mess comes, you brought it on yourself. I'm not lifting a finger to help, and I'm not taking any blame. Good luck.
Huh? What the hell? Hey, Melanie, why aren't you picking up? Don't tell me you actually left. I need to talk to you right now. Something really bad just happened. Melanie, please, just wait, please. Can you come back right now? We might still be able to fix this. You can go to the reception. Actually, please, just come. I need you there. I'm begging you. The whole venue's in chaos because you're gone. It's a total disaster right now.
Well, it's a little late for that. The truth is, I already got on the bus.
What? Are you serious? Wait, that was way too fast.
It was like a 20-minute walk to the bus terminal, and when I got to the counter, they told me that there was a spot on the next bus, so I went ahead and took it.
What the hell were you thinking? You could have waited a little longer.
You told me to go home loud and clear. So I did exactly what you said. Just followed orders. Did I do something wrong?
Forget the reception. The whole wedding might get called off. I had no idea things would fall apart this badly just because you're gone. Get off at the next stop and come back. Please, we still might be able to salvage this.
Next stop? Well, just checked. It'll be about 40 more minutes till we get there.
You've got to be kidding. Of all places, why is it so damn far? Ah, damn it. This is why long-distance buses suck.
Yelling at the bus won't help, you know. You're totally taking it out on the wrong target.
And seriously, why didn't you tell me something that important sooner? You're the one who saved the bride's mom's life, right? They told us she was about to get hit by some car that ran a red light, and you threw yourself in the way to protect her. That's what her family said.
Yeah, it's true. That was me. Right after we split up that day, she came up to me. She was like, "Wait, are you Melanie?" Totally shocked. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're the woman from back then." It was instant recognition. When she figured out that I was the wife of her future son-in-law's brother, she mentioned it felt like destiny to bump into me like that.
And now we find this out at the worst possible moment? That's unreal.
I know, right? But I didn't go to the family dinner when both sides met, remember? So this was actually the first time we saw each other. I never imagined we'd reunite at the wedding venue after 3 whole years.
That's insane. Feels like something out of a movie or a TV show.
We were both in a rush back then, so we agreed to catch up after the reception was over. But now, I didn't even get to be at the reception. Who could have seen that coming, right?
That's what I'm saying. If that's what happened, you could have just told me before you left. If I'd known you had that kind of connection, I would have begged Ethan to make room for you. Right now, he's in serious trouble. The bride's side is furious, and they're about to call off the whole engagement. Her mom found out you were not supposed to be at the reception, and everything blew up from there. She went off saying it's inexcusable to exclude a family member from the reception like that. And even though the whole saving her life thing wasn't part of the argument, she said it was still just way too cruel. It's absolute chaos in their waiting room right now.
Yeah, that sounds like a normal reaction to me. Honestly, I'm kind of glad she saw it that way.
Hold on. Why are you saying that? Couldn't you have said that a little differently?
Look, Daniel, are you actually thinking this through? Like, really thinking about what's going on here? The bride? Yeah, her role might be different, but eventually, she'll end up in the same kind of position I'm in. So if she saw me being pushed out of the family circle like that, right in front of her, of course she's going to picture herself or her daughter in my shoes and get scared. Any parent would start wondering, is this really the kind of family I want my daughter to marry into?
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, but don't you think you're taking it a little too far? Besides, if we're being honest here, isn't the real problem that you never tried to get along with my brother?
Excuse me? I tried. Over and over again, I tried to meet him halfway. But Ethan, he let his pride run the show and never once tried to understand where I was coming from. He was the one sulking and getting insecure just because I earned more than him. What am I supposed to do with that?
Wait, hold on. Are you serious? That's what this is all about? You're telling me this whole mess started over something that petty?
It's true. That day he came over, he just happened to see my pay stub lying around. And after that, he suddenly got all moody. When he said, "Can't believe a woman's making more than me. How arrogant." I was honestly shocked. That's when I knew I couldn't make this work with someone like that.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's kind of messed up. That kind of outdated thinking doesn't fly anymore. Yeah, but now's not the time to get into that. Just please come back. Everyone's freaking out here.
Like I said, I'm already on the bus. Going back now just isn't possible, physically or otherwise.
Okay, then at least promise me one thing. Promise me that no matter what, you'll come back, eventually. Please, I'm begging you.
Well, I need to think about that. Hold on a second. Your mom just called, and it looks like she left a voicemail too.
Wait, my mom? What's that about?
Could be something urgent, so I'm going to step out to the deck and listen to it. I'll be right back. Just hang on a minute.
Okay, yeah. Please come back as soon as you're done. I'm begging you.
Daniel.
What happened?
I called her back. She'd left a voicemail.
What did my mom say?
She sounded calm, but it was actually really important.
Important how?
She told me I don't have to force myself to come back. I just talked to your mom, and she clearly said I didn't have to come back if it was too much.
Wait, what? What does that even mean? What happened? Did something go wrong?
The bride, after thinking things through, she realized she doesn't want to get married anymore. So she decided to call off the engagement completely. Because of that, the reception and all the family gatherings that were planned, it's all officially canceled.
You've got to be kidding. Nobody told me any of this. This is way too sudden.
Sounds like things are really tense over there. Ethan is all worked up and not thinking straight, so if I went back now, they said there's no telling what he might do.
So that means it's basically official now, huh? I can't believe the engagement's really getting called off.
That's why I've decided to quietly head home. I don't want to make things worse. I think it's better to stay calm and handle this rationally. Hey, Daniel. You've been calling nonstop. What's going on?
Of course something's going on.
Is this about your brother again?
It's about my brother, yeah. But I just can't do this anymore.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me. I'm done. I've hit my limit. I want a divorce. I've made up my mind. Pack up your stuff and leave as soon as you can. I need you out of the house by the end of the week at the latest.
Wait, are you actually serious right now?
We had a kind of family meeting at my parents' place today, and that's what was decided. Ethan is seriously pissed, and he's not letting this go. But if you agree to take responsibility and accept the divorce, he said maybe, just maybe, he'll let it slide.
Well, I see. I heard you all talk things through a few times since then, but your brother still wouldn't budge, huh?
I mean, you trying to crash a reception you weren't invited to was the main reason everything blew up, right?
No. We've already talked about this. How many times do I have to say it? I didn't know I wasn't invited to the reception until the moment I showed up at the venue. And come on, this all started because Ethan deliberately decided not to give me a seat. It was some weird scheme. If someone had just told me beforehand, that would have been enough. But instead, I found out later that the plan was to embarrass me at check-in, like, what? You thought you had a seat at the reception? Seriously? That was the setup? Everything spun out of control because of that childish stunt. That's what kicked this whole mess off. So why am I the one being blamed for all of it? That's just not right.
Yeah, but you kept quiet too. You never told anyone you were the one who saved the bride's mom, right? They said that was part of the problem too.
I wasn't keeping quiet. I just recognized it was her right then at the venue. We just happened to run into each other, and that's when we figured it out. And honestly, does that even have anything to do with your brother's wedding directly? Not really, right? Their family said the real reason they called it off was because they didn't want to marry their daughter into a family that treats women like that.
Anyway, there's no fixing this. So the only option left is divorce. If you'd just gotten along with Ethan from the start, none of this would have happened.
And like I said, I've already explained that too. Come on, we're really doing this again? Wow, I'm done. I'm so over this.
What the hell? Can't you just admit you were wrong for once?
The one who should be admitting fault is Ethan. Not realizing how wrong he is pathetic. And honestly, you being his little puppet is annoying.
Excuse me?
It's already been decided, right? We're getting divorced. Great, got it. So we're done talking. Now, about the divorce papers, do you actually have them ready? Because I'd like to get this over with.
Well, no, not yet.
Seriously? You didn't even think that far ahead? Then fill them out and mail them to my parents' place. Let's just be done with this.
Yeah, okay, sure. Hey, Melanie, got a second? There's something I really need to talk to you about.
You still have something to say?
Just hear me out. Just for a minute, please.
All right, what is it?
Melanie, so about the divorce, I've decided to call it off. I want to take it back.
Wait, are you serious right now?
Ethan called me earlier and said it himself. He said we don't have to go through with a divorce. Man, that was a relief. This is great. We've got a second chance now, right?
Hold on. What are you talking about?
Okay, so here's the main thing I wanted to say. To show how grateful I am that Ethan forgave us, I want to give him something. $50,000 in cash.
Wait, hang on. What? Are you joking?
No, I'm being serious. To break it down, with a canceled engagement, there were damages, wedding prep costs, cancellation fees. Ethan covered everything. So I just want to ease the burden a little. And you caused trouble too, so I think it's only fair. If we can settle everything with this $50,000, honestly, I think that's a bargain.
Okay, but why exactly would I be the one paying for that?
Because we're married. Taking responsibility together is how it works, right? So I'll give you Ethan's bank info. Just wire the money there.
Too late. I already filed the divorce papers. Dropped them off at the county clerk's office this morning. So this whole thing doesn't concern me anymore.
Wait, what did you just say?
About that $50,000 you're demanding? Let's be real. You were planning to take money from me during the divorce, label it damages, and hand it off to your brother, right? To cover the broken engagement and all the wedding expenses he suddenly had to eat. But you figured out you didn't actually have any legal grounds to demand damages from me. So now you're scrambling to rebrand it and asking me to pay $50,000 out of gratitude? Honestly, that's so pathetic, it's hilarious.
Wait, hold on a second.
Didn't your brother ask that friend of his from Ridgeview University's law school? Like, can I get damages for my brother's wife? And that friend apparently just laughed through his nose and said, "No way, this is all on you, dude."
How do you even know that?
That law school friend? He's actually my friend's boyfriend. He was at the wedding the other day, so he already knew the whole story. When he heard Ethan was trying to pin damages on me even though it was clearly his fault, he warned my friend it might get messy and told her to let me know.
You've got to be kidding me.
So honestly, I'm just really glad we managed to get the divorce done cleanly before things got twisted or ended up in court. Right now, I feel like I can finally breathe again. Since you sent over the divorce papers so quickly, everything went smoothly and in more ways than one. I owe you a thanks.
Wait, hold on. I mean, well, what if we don't get divorced after all? Like, maybe we could give it another try. Maybe even get remarried.
Sorry, not happening. I want nothing more to do with you.
Wait, Melanie, hold on. At least, let me say something.
There's nothing left to talk about. We're strangers now, so don't contact me again. Bye. This is really the end.
Melanie, no.
It's already been about a month since that whole divorce drama. Apparently, Daniel had some weird, deep-down admiration for his older brother, the same guy everyone knew was a total jerk. The moment his brother said anything, it was like, "Whatever you say, big bro." He completely shut off his own brain and just did whatever he was told. But then, things took a turn. Shockingly, it wasn't only Ethan who couldn't kickstart new lives. Daniel also moved back in with their parents. And to settle the chaos, my ex-mother-in-law pulled out her secret trump card. She exposed her husband's affair and used it to get a quick divorce. So now, that house is just 3 clueless men, stuck paying off damages and totally broke. I even heard they're so strapped for cash they can't afford a proper shower, and they've started to smell. People at work call them the stinky guys behind their backs. Daniel, apparently, he cries out loud at night, all alone, crushed by regret and despair. If only I'd thought for myself back then. He mutters it over and over, like I can still hear his voice in the wind. Watching how miserably they ended up, I can't help but feel how crucial it is to make your own decisions and not let other people control your life. That's why I know deep down that choosing to hand over those divorce papers was absolutely the right call. And I've learned how important it is to look ahead, not stay stuck in the past. Putting my own happiness first and living in peace each day, that's what true happiness really means. From now on, I won't let anyone else's words or actions shake me. I'm going to protect my own peace and focus on a calm, steady life. And I hope you all do the same. Take care of yourselves and live a life you won't regret. As for me, I'll keep walking forward quietly with my eyes set on the future.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.